Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. We have another PayPal donation request for Rotten Soundgarden. Rotten, you are an absolute rock star. Thank you so much for another donation. You're so generous. I really appreciate it. It means everything, and it really does help. So thank you so much. Today he has me listen to a band that I've never heard of before. It's a German band, and I apologize if I wreck their name, but I'm going to do my best. Der Weg, Einer, Freiheit. I hope that's correct. With their song Marter. It will be in German, but he told me to turn on the subtitles, and I saw in the song that they've got their own subtitles in German, but the official closed caption is in English. So it's not auto-generated. It's the actual band making the closed captions, so I trust it. I'm really excited for this. I don't know where this is, what kind of song this is. It's a long one. It's going to be epic. I love long, epic songs. I'm a big fan of big, long songs. So I'm excited for this. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm excited. So, Rotten's never, ever sent me in the wrong direction. The music he has me listen to is fantastic, so I'm really excited for this one. So, Rotten, again, thank you so much. It means everything. I really do appreciate that. Let me go ahead and switch on over. And here we go. PayPal donation request for Rotten Soundgarden of Der Weg, Einer, Freiheit of their song Marter. Proper heavy metal font. It's always the funniest thing I ever heard. And it's kind of true. The harder it is to read the name in their logo, the more hardcore metal they are. That's a rule. I didn't make up the rule, but that's the rule. Ominous. It sounds very ominous. Okay. It's 2 minutes in, and it's got this epic, like I said, very cryptic, very ominous feel to it, very sci-fi. Um, but there's so much tension in it. There's a drone that's going on through the whole thing. The keys that are going on behind the mix is that's what's very ominous. Then the drummer is Tobias, is doing tons of stuff, basically filling up tons of space with some really cool fills he's doing. The guitars is Nico and Nikita, who's also the lead singer, doing some really cool stuff. The bass, Nico. There's two Nikos. So the guitarist is Nico Rausch, and the player is Nico Zika. So I'll call them, if I call them out again, I'll call them by their last names. But there's this wall of sound, and it's a drone, and it's ominous, and just coming at you, and with this underline of the other sound effects that's going on. It's very cool. And it's, like I said, it's very sci-fi. I could see this in a sci-fi horror movie. Basically, it's, bad things are about to start happening, but this is cool. The breathing. God, this is just like a wall of sound. There's so much going on. The blast beats that Tobias are doing is just crazy fast and going on. He's been doing this blast beat for like a minute and a half with no rest after doing all the complicated fills he was doing during the intro. The guitars are just crushing it. Nikita and Rausch both are just killing it. The bass is killing it. Zika. And there's that constant keys, those constant background sound that is just pushing everything else forward. And there's no breath. There's the Nikita's vocals are just going crazy with that constant growl that he's doing. This is cool. This isn't my normal music. I love heavy metal. I'm not usually into the blast beat, forever blast beats, but once in a while I think it's very cool. It's kind of similar to Winter Sun. I love Winter Sun, but I can't listen to them all the time. It's got to be, it comes in bits and pieces for me. This is kind of that same place where I couldn't listen to this all the time, but once in a while I can definitely get into it. This is cool. Love this change up, that guitar. The cymbal work. I'm loving what he's doing on the cymbals. And then highlighting the double bass. Okay, that drum section. I'm for some reason I'm just focused on the drums. Um, that whole section with the amazing cymbal work, and then this with that constant double bass, but the sync, the snare is that he's not doing a blast beat anymore, which is cool. I like that makes the song a little bit more of what I would listen to more often because it's not 100% blast beat. It's blast beat, then this really cool section. I'm assuming we'll go back to a blast beat by the end, but he's doing some really cool stuff with the snare, with the timing of the snare. Some straight beats, some syncopation beats, some he slows down, speeds up, but that double bass is constant, just going hard. The rest of it's cool too. The guitars and bass and vocals are very cool, but for some reason I am just focused on what he's doing, what Tobias is doing on the drums. This is crazy good. Whoa. This is more like a straight beat. That guitar effect is cool. And then everything down. That's the bass with a heavy distortion on it. That's very cool. I think it's the bass. Don't quote me on that. Such a cool change. Very cool. Okay, so that was a PayPal donation request for Rotten Soundgarden of the band Der Wig Einer Freiheit with their song Marter. That was cool. That was really cool. I love the bookends of the blast beat sections with some really complicated stuff going on in between. Lots of cool changes. I was just fixated on the drums. I don't know why. For some reason, it just everything that Tobias was doing on the drums was just catching my ear, and I just had to focus on it. The guitar sounded fantastic with Nico Rausch and Nikita killing it. The vocals were badass. That constant growl that Nikita was doing, and then the bass is Nico Zika, killer. This was all really, really good. I really enjoyed that. That was intense. The whole song was super intense, and so I keep using the word ominous. It was a very ominous song, very sci-fi horror, like a sci-fi ghost story, with the subject matter of the song of is this, there was even the line, is this my last song, as something fades away. That was cool. That was a cool song. The band is fantastic musicians. So good. Rotten, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for introducing me to another new band. This was killer. Really, really enjoyed this. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.